Romans, countrymen, let me you hear. Hey!
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
And then something good is going to happen. Then, where you stay right now? Which parish you?
Dulcinea.
In Dulcinea.
And we support Portland Cottage, Margaret Mary, and primary Philomena, and then also the schools at Philomena.
In Clarendon.
Clarendon,
Mhm.
And so that's what we do. We came here last Thursday, and we did Wednesday.
And do you have some projects there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Renovating jail, painting the playground.
Okay.
Yeah,
And we
we're
also
busy.
did the bathroom, the staff bathroom.
No jumping. No jumping. No! No more jumping! Oh no, I'm jumping too! Woo!
If I have to put you down to pick myself up, that's a problem. understand why people can't see that. You know, I don't have to put somebody down to make me feel good. You know, I'm in a bad state then. You know, I think we must be about lifting everybody up, you know. So, but it's bad. I mean, this whole thing of putting somebody down to make yourself look good is not right in any form or fashion, you know. So, but that's the world in which we are living today, you know. So, how did I get there?
Oh, religion.
The table.
Tony again.
Respect and value. When people, obviously when people are giving a wrong teaching, we have a right to teach. And I think that's what we're not doing. We're not teaching again. I say that to parents all the time. They've just simply given up on their role as teachers. But we are not teaching. And the thing about teaching is your example. You don't teach by words. Everybody knows that. The teacher is not effective just simply because he speaks or she speaks nice words. It's about their life. It's about their lives, and that's where the effectiveness
Okay, we have two rooms.
Up temperature, yeah.
Two rooms. One we prepare for operation room. And I hope this year or next year we start the operation.
So you don't have anybody yet?
Yes, many people have problem in Jamaica because the sun problems.
Oh, okay.
Can't see.
Where do the ladies have babies?
Babies, we have no special for babies. No.
Nothing.
No.
Ronnie, where's the bus? She's throwing him out.
effectiveness comes in. So we are called to be teachers, every disciple, but we teach through our example, and that I think is the most important and powerful thing. You know, I told you the thing about the little lad from John Bosco. He was there last night, the chubby one.
James.
I kept saying to James, the group that was in before you, I went down there for some evenings meals with them, and I keep saying to James, smile. And I eventually got him to smile a little, and then this particular evening was the last one I had to meal.
I found was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious is that grace.
And I'm in the line going to get the food, and he crosses over. He was doing something and he was going back into the kitchen, and he just looks at me and said, "It would help if you smile."
It worked. It worked.
Out of the fountain of youth.
But most importantly, I think, is that for us, I mean, all of us here are older ones, but to be told by the young people or by anybody else, or to be corrected, or to be called out, I think it's a grace. And for us to be able to hear that is, I think, a grace.
discussion here because I want to thank you all because we got excellent support in developing this in fact nothing has been serious. We've of course added on and all these other little things we get and all these other experiences, but as far as the organization setting up, support from Teresa and her staff has been excellent. You know, Pauline coming down with us was excellent. That's the way it should. That can happen. That's the way it should always be. Because you see, we actually started off doing things, and then all of a sudden, a little bit more, and she was able to make that happen. So we thank you for that. And so we're very happy.
Most of the communities, even the more established ones, they're barely seeing their way. So the diocese itself has not been financially viable. Without help from the US particularly, we get a little bit from Canada too, but without help from the US, we couldn't survive. And COVID brought that home clearly, because everything was shut down. We have a priest in Florida, an American guy who is incarnated here, who goes around the US preaching and appealing for us. And that's how we survive. If Father Gary doesn't do what he's doing, we could not survive to just meet our normal commitments. Since I have come in here, one of the things I realized, there's so much, like I was just pointing out, I came early and forgot my keys, so I had to stand up outside and wait for Teresa. And I'm looking at this building and it's in bad shape. It needs a little overhaul and fixing up. We just don't have the money. Now I'm just pointing out that this will be my last thing.
Yeah, sure.
But the schools, I would like to make our schools the best environment for the children. But we can't do it because most of our schools are paid. We don't get help from the government or anybody else, other than people like you. So they depend on the fees. But we can't raise fees because they're poor people. They wouldn't be able to afford to pay it. So you're strapped in. Many of you know that to provide a good quality education today costs money. Just simply to have the environment, to keep the environment, proper and so on, to have the aids and all the things that go into it, to attract teachers. That's one of our biggest problems. We can't attract good teachers because we don't pay them. The government pays much better than us. So the schools are a big issue right now. We don't have that many. I closed one, I'll be closer in chief. Yeah. I closed a high school that we had, which I really would love to have kept going, Stramby. But it just wasn't, it's the same thing like the college. They call you up in mid-month and say, we don't have money to pay the staff. I got to come with $1 million. We're going to get that. Jamaican dollars. So, like for us in this diocese to just let our concentration be in early childhood, because I think that's where we can make some impact on the wider society. But that's where I think one of our greatest needs are, to just simply fix and our buildings, our schools, and offer some kind of a better product in terms of what we can deliver.
So if I would bring that to one word. Are we talking about money? We're talking about money. If I bring one word, we're down to money. Okay.
To allow us to do that, yeah. But I still like this.
Understand.
That you're coming, you're, touching with people, seeing what is happening, being able to do that. That for me is the most powerful way in which we can contribute.